Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome along as Mr. Drew does his spin of destiny. Welcome along to the Studio Rats Q&A live number 166. My name's James Ivy.
I'm Paul Drew, and I've just put this touch-up thing on my face, and I look ridiculous.
Which is ironic because my face could do with touching up, but at the moment, I actually can't feel this side of my face at all. Once again, I've been to see my very lovely paleodontist, who is nothing to do with dinosaurs. Because my son thinks I've been to see the paleontologist and I've been to see a periodontist. But anyway, so I apologise for my slightly odd look. Usual service will resume next week, hopefully. But it is tradition at this point in proceedings to say, Mr. Drew, what have y'all been up to?
Well, we've had the builders in, and it's finally coming to an end, which is...
Hurrah!
I tell you what, I've never been so stressed. No, that's a lie. I've been stressed like that before, but I'm just... It's Friday. Some of the builders are gone, and they're leaving some of the outside builders, so I'll just be happy. So it's all good.
Kitchen nearly done then?
Kitchen's nearly done. Yeah, the work surface it has to be. They scanned. You know, they do like this funny scan thing. They have to measure it. It's like a
laser thing. A laser.
That's it. So that's been done, and that's getting manufactured. So that they'll cut whatever they do to it. So that's coming a week or 10 days. But anyway, this isn't guitar talk, is it? There's been some good things that have been released.
I'm sure
we'll talk about in a minute. I've bought no new gear.
Me neither. I've just sold stuff.
Yeah, I've been selling some bits and pieces, and I can't think of what else I've done. So I'm going to ask you what you've done.
So what has happened since last week? Made some more videos. Made some videos for the TSR Javi Talks Tech channel. That's quite exciting. Things are moving in a pace that I'm fairly happy with thus far. Some more videos for that going out this week once my face gets back to normal so I can go on camera again. Bizarrely, my old boss phoned me. My old boss from Sibelius from years and years ago phoned me on Sunday night and said, I need some help. My daughter's at the Abbey Road Institute and she's having problems with a Pro Tools mix and it's got to be in this week. Do you know anyone who can help? And then she said, well, I knew someone who could help, you. So her daughter came and spent a day with me on Monday.
Hold on a second. Oh, no, he works at Sibelius. Okay, same company, but
yes.
But now to use Pro Tools.
No, well, the daughter is at Abbey Road Institute learning Pro Tools, but she said while she knew what she was doing, and ironically, because she's been taught by Abbey Road people, there was stuff she knew that I went, oh, I like that. I'm stealing that. But I took a few things that sort of helped her on a mix a bit and spent a day with her talking Pro Tools and doing a mix, which was quite nice. And then the last couple of days I've been working on videos. So busy as always and trying. I finally got round to pulling my old PC apart and putting all the cards and bits and pieces into a Thunderbolt chassis that a certain Mr. Paul Drew sold me about 18 months ago.
Does it work?
Perfectly.
Yeah, there we go.
So that's all good. So I've got my UAD-ness back again.
Nice.
Yeah. So just trying to make more stuff work and tidy up and streamline and get rid of some kit. I've got rid of some amps this week, which is good. Got some more gear that will be going on. I've been joining loads of Facebook groups and stuff to publicize all things Javi Talks Tech, but also to get rid of some stuff and find more interesting things to buy for the studio and maybe try and find some amps and stuff and bits and pieces. So yeah,
nice.
Trying to be proactive on the socials and all that.
Nice. Should we do some questions?
Let's get into it, shall we? Here we go. It's time for some Shahaba.
Shabba. Greetings, says Shabba. Jonathan Rich, greetings, Shahab. Jonathan says, hi guys, hope you're surviving the heat. Yes, if you don't come from the UK, England has finally turned to summer. God, it's hot.
It's been lovely in here. I've had the aircon on, what can I say?
Yes,
I
it's nice.
have posted. I posted the link. If anyone who wants to come and join us, please do use the link that I posted in the chat up there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Jonathan. Hope you're well.
Boom.
Go back a sec. Go back, Jonathan.
Yes.
Just to get, if anyone's got a Kindle or something like I do, go and check out Jonathan's book. Jonathan, you're gonna have to remind me what it's Bagman. Is it Bagman? So Jonathan's done a guitar centric book, and it's for sale on Amazon. So you can read it on your tablet, on your phone.
It's called Bagman because it says on the little picture on there.
Bagman. And it's good. And we're in it. We're in it right at the end. Right
Awesome.
at the end. So go and check it out if you've got a Kindle or a sort of tablet or whatever, and however you read stuff.
Your e-reader.
E-reader. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Go and check it out. It's awesome. Next. Mr. Moxie in the house. He's got a new photo up. Oh, he's very sultry there, isn't he? Look at him. Evening, lads. Breathing is difficult this evening. What's happened? I'm just
probably hay fever because of the heat.
Well, yes, it's true actually, and Pet's from Wales, so they're not used to anything that's slightly warm.
At this point,
Mr. Davis, cheers, Tony. He says, "Hope you guys have had a great week so far. I've put a Taurus servo on my board, and I reckon it will live there for a long time. Have you any experience with it? I highly recommend it." Well, as Tony has done a
real thing.
Yeah. Let's have a look. So, hold on. So, Taurus, Taurus, is it?
Taurus.
Taurus servo, did you say?
Servo.
Well, you can tell that we've never heard of this thing. Let me. There we go. Okay. Let me click on so everyone can see this. Share screenage. Entire screen. That one. Share. Bosh. Right. So what is a servo? Oh, look at this. Shall I zoom in? Let's have a zoom. Let's have a bit of a zoomage.
An analog guitar enhancer.
So it's a servo enhancer. It's a professional tool to help you achieve great guitar sound. The device makes it sound very vivid and saturated while it does not interfere with the original guitar sound. The feeling is that you're playing on a much higher quality instrument than it originally is. That's interesting. What that is then? I wonder if it's like a maximizer.
Possibly, yeah.
BB maximizer. So, in case you don't know what, and I'm only guessing, but a BB maximizer, what it does is, I think I've explained this before. Bass frequencies are faster than treble frequencies, or the other way around.
No, treble frequencies are faster than bass frequencies.
So it's okay. There we go. So what it
must be higher frequency. The keys in the word frequency.
Speed. No, I think speed. Anyway, okay. Whichever way around it is.
Lines everything up.
It lines everything up, and it makes things sound awesome. I love a BB maximizer.
BBE, Barkus Berry Electronics.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So if that does something like that, it's €135. Filament Knights are the go on it. So the pedal show boys. So it can't be bad.
Nice.
Can't be bad. Let's coming back. Stop.
Boom. And here we go. Next one.
Jonathan says, quick question on a limited budget, very limited in my case, despite my name, which is better, expensive pedals into cheaper combo or cheaper pedals into an expensive combo?
Technically, I would say it's a balance of both, but I would be tempted to go cheap pedals, expensive combo.
So would I. Exactly what I would do. Yeah.
Because the pedal isn't going to have as big an effect on the sound as the amp.
Yes, I think it's so weird now, isn't it? If you can turn it up, it all depends on volume and stuff.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, and it also depends what sort of amp we're talking about. If we're talking about like an old Gorilla amp, nothing. It doesn't matter if you whatever
Mustang.
Yeah, you can't. Nothing's going to make that thing sound good. Definitely cheaper pedals because pedals are
interestingly, and it's funny what we were just saying off air. Although I haven't watched much of it today, we've had the first 2 days of this quarter's Gardiner Hallgate auctions.
Oh,
which I have consciously tried to avoid because I have no money at the moment. I didn't want to tempt fate or tempt myself. But some of the stuff that I did watch a couple of bits and went, that's not gone very high. That's not gone very high. Bugger, why don't I have any money?
Yeah, it's all gone. Oh damn! I wish you'd have told me. I've got a little bit.
Well, the only thing I was really interested in, there was a couple of guitars. I mean, for example, the Gilmore Strat that was up went for $4 and a bit grand.
Well, okay. I mean, even though that sounds like a lot of money, a Gilmore Strat you can sell on eBay for $6.
Yes, exactly.
People
there was an EJ, and so Eric Clapton's Strat went for $2.
I wouldn't pay that for that.
There was some nice stuff, but the thing we were talking about was the Lone Star, Mr. Boogie Lone Star went for 820 quid.
Yeah, again, that's not a massive deal because 820 quid plus the taxes, you're paying what you're going to pay for one anyway on eBay.
Yeah. For some of the stuff, the really hyper expensive stuff, the 59 Strat didn't sell.
Well, it could be because it had a reserve on it.
Yeah, it was like 25 grand.
Yeah.
There was a lot of cool stuff in there. Actually, there's more cool stuff I actually think tomorrow with kind of bits and pieces and like some really nice mics and some nice electronics. But I'm not going to be watching because I don't need to tempt myself this quarter. I'll hold off for the next one and then.
All the amps gone.
All the amps done today, yeah. But I've been through it. There's nothing that you or I went, I want that.
Oh right, okay, good. Good.
That's good. Nothing that we went particularly gaga about. But but there was some good reasonable prices on some reasonable amps. So you can pick up a deal if you're looking hard enough at the auctions.
Nice. Yeah. I think. I mean, I've been looking at things, and it seems that a lot of stuff's going down the pan, like prices on things where things were selling like hotcakes, 6 months ago, really just hanging around and staying. Mississippi Blues, evening all from a warm and muggy Kent. Hand pink waving.
Pink waving.
Daniel Early, good evening. Rats enjoying a sunny and hot 35 degrees. We've probably been like that today, haven't we?
It has been, yes.
Carolina. By the way, have any of you had a chance to play with a polychrome DSP from McCrocklin? No, I saw it. I saw it. I don't get me wrong. I think he's got a really good guitar. He's an amazing guitar player, and he's got a good guitar sound. It's too much for me. It's too processed. So it wouldn't be anything that I'd be interested in. But I mean, it suits his amazing playing and what he does. Perfect. Nice. Nabs, green rocker rat. I hope you had a lovely week. Glad to follow you live tonight, Charles. Cheers, Nabs.
Thank you, mate.
Daniel says current version 1.2 adds a number of presets, features, and even a tuner. Great to rock out and work on your next power ballad. It's very. I find his tone very, very, very saturated with like no. There's so much gain. There's like no dynamics, but he makes it sound amazing. Evening, Chris. Al says, evening, everyone. Hope all is well. And to you, did you pick up anything interesting at GNH?
No, as we just said, I'm being very good this time around. I'm having to rein it in a bit, which is very rare for me.
Bogeyman, evening all, evening Bogey. Shep says, evening all, been a nice day. It has been a lovely
Certainly
day.
has.
Jeff says, good morning from sunny Brisbane. It should be a pleasant 27. Nice.
Positively cooler than us today. Positively cooler than us today.
It was cool, yeah. Practice repo. Let's go to the buskins repo and practice. Nice. First time here. How is everyone? I'm not usually awake at this time of day. Welcome, mate. You're more than welcome.
Very welcome indeed.
Andrew, it's an evening all. It's cracking the flags in Cheshire for a change.
It's warm. I don't know what that means, but let's go with
it. Travis, He says, hello from South Carolina, United States. Hi, Travis. Hope you're well. Cosmic Nuka. Oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Oi. David Belcher. Good afternoon from Eugene or USA.
Oregon. There we go.
Nice.
Hmm.
Neds says, hello, Rats. Hope you're well. James, you were right about the Ozone 10 sale last week. Ozone 11 is now out. I saw that as well. Yeah. Good shout. Or at least it's been announced.
Yeah. Yeah. You work in software for long enough, then the as they say, the clues are there.
Dodgy guitarist. Has he got there? Is he got an old 550 he's got there? Oh no, it's a gem. Is it a yellow? Has he got a tree of life on that? He's got a yellow gem. Nice. Dodgy guitarist says, good evening, chaps. Hope all is well. Another scorcher in the northeast of England today. It sure is. Again, it's that's another area of the country that doesn't get a lot of heat.
Yep.
Chris says, thanks for your suggestion on buying an LP shaped thingy last week. Bought an Epiphone LP Classic. Nice. Heritage Cherry Sunburst 480 from PMT in Leeds. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Good one. Richard, good evening all. Good evening, Richard. Richard's got a new guitar by the looks of things. What's that then? Is that a Friedman? Or is it a... What is that?
Could be a Charvel, I was going to say, yeah.
Nice, Rich. Yeah, let us know what that is.
The Oversouls, can't see you, and I'm not putting you in the chat unless I can see you, unfortunately. So put your camera on and stuff, and we'll join us shortly.
Hey, go on. D-Max says 30 degrees here in Canada, 39 with humidex. What's humidex?
Humidity, I should probably have...
Okay. Preferable to wind chill for winter.
Yes, definitely.
Royal Music Productions UK. What's happening, geese? Happy day. What's on today? Just got spring reverb for my dub mixing. Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool with that. Using what's the dub delay? I guess that would be like an echo. It would be
an old Roland
Space Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Very nice.
Didn't wasn't there someone that used to go out with? Who was it? It was just Tom York. Didn't Tom York used to go out with us?
That was Benson's, wasn't it? He was out with Echo Rex.
No way to take Benson's out live. Anyway, the Oversouls. Paul, have you played either of the Schecter Van Nuys models? No, I haven't. I haven't played a Schecter for, I reckon, 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Steve Cassidy. Hello, y'all. Would love to hear your opinions on the best 4x12 kitchen cabinets.
One of the things that amazed me today, there was an old 4x12, an old Marshall 4x12 that went for 490 quid.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for a 4x12.
Yeah, that is. Funny though, isn't it? Funny about kitchen cabinets because they cost more than. It's ridiculous what they're made out of. It's just a
chipboard, quite literally chipboard.
Yes. Pet says, "What are the fundamental skills of a sessione musician, and is it ever too late to become one?"
Definitely not too late. I would say core skill number one is listening.
It's coming up with parts.
It's listening and coming up with a part that works for the song.
Actually, it's coming up with parts, and then someone saying, "Can I have another part?" and you come up with another part, and then someone says, "Can I have another part?" and you do another part, and then you find out they only use one of those parts on the whole song.
Yeah, and all those parts have to work together, even though they probably won't get used.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what I've been getting into? And I'm a little bit. No, I'm not embarrassed to say it. Have you been watching any of the YouTube Def Leppard on tour videos?
Yes.
Brilliant. They're really good.
Hilarious.
Really interesting. But yeah.
The thing, and this is, I think Al mentioned it the other day. The Eric Clapton 24 Nights Definitive Edition. So normally, but previously it was, I think it was like 16 tracks. It's now 47 tracks.
Wow.
Right. And I was listening to it in the car today because it's a bit of a drive to the old Face Doctor. And I was like, now, normally, Clapton, Greg Fillinganes, Nathan East, and oh god, drummer.
Steve Gadd.
Steve Ferrone, or Ferroni, depending on where. Yeah. I can listen to those guys play. They can play the phone book. I now know why the original 24 Nights release was only 12, 13 tracks.
They're rubbish.
It sounds a bit like you've got some great players and they've learnt the song just before the gig.
Oh no.
And they've gone and done a half reasonable stab. They've done a very good function band cover of a load of these Eric Clapton songs.
Mm.
And there's bits where Clapton's noodling and they just sort of start up the song and you go, oh, okay. There's clearly the songs that made the original cut were the ones that were rehearsed, and the rest are a little bit thrown together. And it's like, yeah, I understand why these didn't make the original cut. So interesting, I thought, just to.
Yeah. Touring cars. How do the touring cars? What's he got there? He's got some nice camper there. Oh, that is a nice camper. Like that a lot. Jonathan says, thanks, Paul. Bagman is currently on the Kindle store at 99p. That's a bargain. There you go. Come on, let's get Jonathan some sales. Dodgy Guitarist, just got myself a High Five, the red one. Oh, nice. What we think of High Watt in today's world? I think it's killer. Awesome.
High Watt equals high headroom.
High Five. It's only five watter though, isn't it?
No, but generally the high watt stuff generally is high headroom amps, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're cleaner rather than dirtier, and you make them dirty with pedals and preamps and stuff.
Yeah, nice though. Nice. I haven't. Again, I haven't played a High Watt probably for even longer. I reckon the last time I played a High Watt was when I was about 18.
Guitar had a used Gilmore signature for 1,800 quid about 2 years ago, and I should have bought. I was talking to you for days, weeks about buying it, and then all of a sudden it was gone. I was like, I should have had that.
Yeah, I'm sure you better get one. Sure you can get one. D Max says, hey guys, do you know of any overdrive similar to a JHS Morning Glory but cost less? Yeah, so the Morning Glory is the Blues Breaker, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Let me double check.
A new Blues can't even speak, will set you back 120 quid. 129.99 probably.
Yeah. It's a Blues Breaker. So let's have a look. Other ones, other sort of good Blues Breaker. I mean, you can't go wrong with if you can deal with the Marshall Blues Breaker form factor. How much are they?
They sound amazing.
How much are they?
129.99, I think.
Okay, so a Morning Glory is 200 quid, 195. I'm trying to think if I've got any. All of my Blues Breaker pedals are sort of boutique, more expensive. So I mean, I would go for a second-hand Marshall Blues Breaker. Yeah,
and you'll probably pick one up on eBay for next to nothing.
Yeah,
because of the issues now,
and they're really good. The Marshall one's really good. See, Pet said, Jonathan, I'll pick up a copy after this. There we go. It's good reading. Walter Rosado. Hey guys, last week I misspelled triple chorus. It's tri-stereo chorus effect.
Okay, but didn't we find the pedal in the end? We found the pedal from I want to say Andy Timmons. I want to say.
Don't remember.
But yeah.
Nice one. Safey. Hello, mate. He says, good evening. Reading so much about power conditioners, but even if you get past that is then the single coils. Okay, you might have to work. But even if you get past that, it is then the single coils. Yeah. Honestly, if there's something coming out in a few weeks' time that is brilliant. So if you're worried about noise on your guitar, There's something coming out that's I think does things in a different way that works really well.
The funny thing is, talking about noise and studios and stuff, I do have a studio power conditioner, mainly for power distribution rather than actually power conditioning.
Yeah.
But it does have a really good feature on it. The particular one I have, which is quite a few years old now, and they don't make them anymore, sadly, has got filtered 9, 12, and 18 volt outputs.
Oh, nice.
So you've got a really high quality, really high ampage output for pedals
That I've never ever seen you use.
that I've never ever used until I've pulled no, but I use it to power stuff that needs a wall wart. That's what it's for.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's for wall wart. It's to replace wall warts. So some of the stuff like the Warm Audio
yeah,
76s have a wall wart, and now they don't. They use the ticket as their power supply. It's really good. But I've moved. What was there down there was the old pedal board is now over here, so I can sit here and actually use the pedal board rather than have to stand over there.
It's a much better idea.
Yeah.
I've got my old Alder and Ash pedal board, this gorgeous pedal board, but it's massive, and I need to wire that up again because I only use my little pedal board, which I'm thinking about doing another video on my pedal board. I might do a video on that tomorrow, actually, on my little pedal board, my museum.
But yeah, so that's now over there, and it is now being powered from the back of the ticket, which is great.
Oh, nice, brilliant. There we go. Johnny Love, I remember Phil McKnight saying that he loved the Taurus servo pedal mentioned by Tony. I think he said it thickened up his single coil note playing in a great way.
That makes sense.
Note playing, nice. Richard Paul, it's a BBE maximizer with my Helix. I can't live without it. Yep, nice. Kimlad, he says, Paul, I have an air step question. There are so many conflicting opinions on Facebook pages. I'll do my best. It's been a long time since I've used one. Can the pedal be charged via a USB A to C cable into a computer or charging block for cell phone? Hold on a second. Let me just get this. Can the pedal be charged via a USB A to C cable?
Yeah. Yes, of course it can, because as long as it's a high enough output A cable.
Yeah, I mean, I had it charged. Oh no, maybe I charged it through a 9 volt, and I've got a USB C output on my Fender power block. I've got a pedal thing that's got a USB C out on it that charges. Charging block for cell phone. Yes, you should be. Yeah, there's no reason why you can't charge it from a charging block either.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've never done it, but there's no reason. There's no reason why you can't. The Anthony Mancini. I mean, hold on a second. What is the output ampage of USB? It's nothing, is it?
It depends. A lot of them are different.
Oh, are they?
Even on the same laptop, some of them will be different output ampage to others.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no reason why you can't. There's no reason why you can't. Anthony says, how do you set up a compressor in modelers like the GT1000? Every compressor is different, and especially digital compressors, which tend to overcook things.
You just this much gain reduction would be my indication.
So depends what you want, and it really depends on what sort of sound you want, Anthony. So if you want like that Corey Wong sound, you want a faster attack, and if you want a compressor that's invisible, more or less invisible, and just does what a compressor is supposed to do, you just want a slow attack. So slow down the attack, and if it's got a mix control like a blend, sometimes it's called, or a parallel mix, have more of the way that I set it up, I should say, I have more of the clean signal coming through than the compressor. And it's the compressor's only just cooking,
just tickling
it. So I'm just trying to brighten up my screen. There we go. It says, "Hey gents, messing practice repo says, hey gents, messing around with a tone defector from Audio Sprocket. See all these things you don't know about.
It's tone Dexter, but hey.
Sorry, what did I say?
Defector.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. I can barely read as it is. Okay, tell me what it is. Tone Tone
Tone Dexter, DEXTER.
Preamp.
from Audio Sprockets.
I've got it. Okay, let me just. Oh, I've seen these. Oh no, maybe I haven't. Maybe I've seen. Hold on. Let me share the screenage. Entire screen. There we go. There we go.
Oh, I've seen those too.
Restores the missing body sound to an instrument's piezo pickup. That's not what I thought it was. What the hell is that? Okay, so basically it looks like a preamp with EQ and
yeah,
it's a preamp with EQ.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is... What? Hold on. What is all this?
That's the instruments it works with, I'm guessing.
Okay, so it's really designed for sort of. I mean, I'm looking here. I mean, that's why we haven't heard of it, because there's lots of.
Not really our world.
No, I've never even seen that. I don't know how much does it cost? Has it got?
Quite a bit.
It's got a mic in. Why's it got a mic in? I will check it out. But interesting little nichey thing, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Jeff says, I've opted for the Boss ES8 switcher, nice, over the Gigrid G3 simply because of price. Particularly keen on MIDI control. What MIDI pedals do you use? I have the Chase Bliss Automaton thus far. Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Stuff. I've got my ES8 is actually behind my desk there that I need to wire into my big board. What MIDI pedals do I use? Tone X is MIDI, although I don't really use MIDI on pedals. Bizarrely, I used to. So in a band that I was in when I was 19, 20, when I had a big rack of gear, I used MIDI for everything, and I had to spend hours just setting up, little parameters that change and doing all that sort of stuff. And it's now just you turn up to a gig, and I've got an overdrive pedal, I've got an amp sound and a reverb and a delay, and that's it.
My G system used to do my amp switching.
Yeah,
it used to do my reverb control because I had a TC Nova Verb. It used to do the drive from the Nova Drive. It would do loads of things.
Yeah, it's funny that it's funny that I mean I get it if you've got if you've got an automaton, without a doubt, that's I completely get why you'd use MIDI, because you could have 128 patches on the automaton. The amount of, I think maybe I can't think of any pedals that I've got that are MIDI. I'm sure I have. If I look around, oh no, yeah, I've got some, but not that I use very often.
The thing I used to do was in previous bands, our keyboard player had a Korg Trinity, which ran the backing tracks.
Yeah,
and because they were all MIDI parts, we also had the patch changes for the guitar effects in them, which was really cool. The guitar player doesn't actually have to do any effects stuff. It's all done.
I completely agree.
Until it goes wrong.
Until it goes wrong, and it's a lot of setting up for something that's not hard to do anyway.
Yeah. It was cool, though.
Yeah, but the automaton, I can see why you do it with the automaton.
Yeah.
The Elmwood, what's he got there? Oh, he's got a little PJD there, I think. Nice. Hello, guys. When are you coming out with some more music? It's a good question.
When I can get Paul and Ben into the studio for a day.
I've got a tune that I've been working on. So possibly fairly soon. I just need to
next time I can get you in the studio, get Ben over, and we'll do some recording again, because that was great fun.
Yeah, but I need to write the song first. Let me see what singer we're going to get involved with it. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Let's do it.
I need to get on with that. I forgot about that song. Evening, rats and rat fans. Paul, followed your example. See profile pic. Oh, look at that. It's got the same guitar.
Nice.
Is it a left?
There's only one problem, Jeff.
It's the wrong way around.
It's the wrong way around.
I've always wanted one. It's unbelievably good. It is. I'll be selling guitars I will never use again. Thanks for the inspiration. Nice one, Jeff. Yeah, it's a nice guitar, that. They're really good, aren't they? Really, really versatile guitars.
Yeah.
Do you know that the only one that I keep looking at is? Do you remember the? It's not the Pensa. You remember the Mark Knopfler?
I want one of those.
Right. Well, now they do. I think they call it the Classic or something. So it's basically the Pete Thorne body.
Yeah.
EMG humbucker, two single coils.
Nice.
And they do it with the Floyd and without Floyd. I'd definitely go without the Floyd. That's the only guitar I think I'd sell that Pete Thorne for, because
That's a great guitar.
Yeah, I really want some EMGs on a Super Strat with EMGs.
Nice.
Yeah,
you can be like Knopfler in the 90s.
Well, you'd be like, or Lukather. That was Lukather's rig, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, so many did it
into a dirty, great big 412 Messer rig.
Yeah, big Bradshaw rack. Pet says, have either of you made a mistake on your instrument and then purposely recreate that mistake again with a view to improving? That's interesting.
Yeah, loads of times. I've played stuff where I've gone, oh, that wasn't quite what I planned, and then gone, I need to listen to that back because that was brilliant. Loads of times.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. That's what you mean.
I think that's what he means, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Happy accidents are the best.
Yeah, but then he said with a view to improving, so recreating it again. Yeah, interesting. Yes. If that's what you meant by what James said, yes.
Loads of times. That's the really cool thing about having the ability to have something recording all the time.
Yes.
And recently it's this. It's my little Zoom F6.
Oh, nice.
That just sits on the desk, and because it's totally separate from Pro Tools, it just sits on the desk, hit record, and it captures everything.
Nice. The only thing about it though is then going back over it. Can you put like a marker in it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You can just go, oh, that was good, and you go.
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
That's a great way of doing it.
It's a backup, as in you go, oh, we didn't record it. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, nice. That's a good idea. That
captures for jamming and for capturing jams and stuff where moments of genius go and you go, oh, quick, go back to that.
Yep. Caesar's Revenge. Hello all. I was wondering if you've tried any of the Interstellar audio pedals yet. See, I have to keep looking. Interstellar audio. So have a quick look.
Yes, I haven't. I have to admit.
Neither. Inter-STE audio. Look.
Oh,
yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Okay, let me share the screen.
No, I just did.
Hold on, you can do it now, can you?
Yeah.
Where are they? Let's have a look at the. Where are the pedals?
All pedals, says there.
Where? Oh, shot pedals. Shot pedals.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. Actually, no, they're not what I thought they were.
Looks like fun.
Oh my god! It's too much. Let's see. There we go. Let's go back to that one. Yeah, nice. No, I've never even seen them in the shops. Actually, it's not what I thought they were. Nice. Very nice. Okay, back.
Yep.
Kimlad says we'll be back to 113 this weekend in Arizona.
That's warm.
That'd be hot. Patrick, he says, question, I'm setting up a practice space for my son and his buddies. Do you have any recommendations for a powered PA speakers for them? The speakers need to be able to handle the Roland eDrum kit. That's a really good point to make. That he made the point it's got to have drums going through it.
I would, depending on your budget, depending on the room, etc., if you can get a set of QSC active speakers, they're what I've been using for years, and they're great. If your budget doesn't stretch to that,
there's still my Eons.
JBL Eons was the next thing I was going to say. If you are running it with an electric drum kit, you might want to consider a small sub, just for the bass end of things, for the kick drum. You don't think you have to go out and buy the largest 2,000 watt subwoofer, you can. It could be a hi-fi sub for all it really matters. It could be a little sub for your monitors. Like M Audio did a 10-inch sub for their monitoring rigs that you can pick up for about 100 quid. They're really, really good, and they're great for PA. Just giving a bit of extra bottom end.
Nice. Yeah.
But a set of Eon 10s and a little sub.
JBL.
JBL Eon 10s with a little M Audio sub. You could probably get that for 300 quid.
Can I just say Eon 15s, because I think if you're putting through, and I know if you get a sub, you don't need the 15. Get
the 15s are very, very big. They are physically big things. The 10s,
12s, Eon 12. Sorry, is it 12s?
I thought it was 15s. It's 10s or 15s. There wasn't a 12.
Oh, maybe it was 15s. Yeah. Okay.
But if you're gonna go 15s, you won't need the sub. If you get the 12s, get a little sub. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, if it's got fur on the actual casing of the PA, steer well away.
Step away from the carpeted speakers, unless they're Logic systems and they're really nice. But you won't get a Logic systems rig for under £5,000. So
do they still carpet? Wow.
Yes.
The Moxie. Thank you, sir. He said, "Do you think touch and sensitivity to dynamics when playing develops more with age?" Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Some musicians have that even at a young age. Yes. I think blues musicians really focus on that. And yes, there are lots of younger musicians. I think they're probably getting it more now. But it's fun, isn't it? It's like, but touch and dynamics is sensitivity to dynamics can only happen at a certain speed. Once you start playing faster than, it's different with drums, because you know you can do fast things and you've got more dynamics. With guitar, if you're playing fast, you cannot get those dynamics in, and it's pointless. It almost sounds sloppy unless the dynamics are linear, or is that the right word? Just flat.
I would say Tommy Emmanuel could probably argue that.
Well, I think
he's very much the exception rather than the rule.
But listen to something like, listen to Malmsteen. Sounds great, but when he's playing fast runs, those notes are just they're
machine gunned, yeah.
Machine. Yes, good.
Sorry.
Thanks, mate.
It moved. Boom. There we go.
Tony says, if the guitar market doesn't turn around by Christmas, can we expect some crazy deals on new guitars? If you think that would be the case, is it likely to be a deal on high-end player grade or both?
It's difficult to know, because the new stuff, there's a lot of new stuff in the system. There's a lot of new stock in the guitar selling world at the moment.
Yeah, but why is that?
Because a load of new people are bringing out amazing instruments for not that much money.
No, I think it's COVID. So COVID hit, and instruments sold out like stink, and then shops probably didn't. Sensible shops did, but a lot of shops didn't think to ease up a little bit. So I think there's a load of guitars that are out there or instruments that are out there that shops will be looking to sell. Yeah. Is it so? He says, is it like to be a deal on high end? I think high end, player grade, or both. I think both. I think shops want to get rid of their demo gear.
If you're willing to take a punt on something that's not absolutely pristine, you will get an absolute bargain for X demo or B stock.
Yeah, but also, if a big shop like Guitar has brought up 1,000 Strats, and they need to make some space, they're going to sell them off. What's the profit? What's the profit on? Probably 30-40%, something like that.
You'd like to think it was 30-40%. I bet at most on a Strat these days, I bet it's 10 to 15% at the most.
No, really?
I bet it's that little. There's no margin in the industry.
Really? Wow.
Really, really.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry to burst that bubble, everyone.
Pete Den Cat says hello. He says hello. Well, not knowing how much you have your fingers on the pulse, but what are your thoughts on the resurgence of rock superstars, Grand Funk Railroad? I didn't even know there was a resurgence of Grand Funk Railroad.
I love the fact that Grand Funk Railroad are back. I think that's awesome. I suspect it's not the original members.
Was there any? You have to excuse my lack of knowledge, but was there any sort of key players in Grand Funk Railroad?
Not to my knowledge, but again, I don't really know. They're not one of my first cool bands of fandom.
I wouldn't even know, to be honest. I wouldn't even know what their songs are. I'm looking at. So songs, it says we're an American band, some kind of wonderful the Locomotion. I'm guessing that's not the.
No, not everyone's doing a brand new dance now. No, it's not that one.
Past members: Mark, Craig Frost. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of the guys. Members: Don Brewster. That name rings a bell.
Yeah.
Mel Schacher, Max Carl, Bruce Kulick was in it. Well, there we go. So Bruce Kulick was in Grand Funk Railroad.
Okay.
And Bruce Kulick played in Kiss for a bit, didn't he?
Yes. I'm going to nod and agree and sound like I know on about, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else, but that's my lack of knowledge more than
anyone bringing back rock superstars is good for me.
Yeah, absolutely. David Brose, hello champions. Hello David, hope you're well. Look at him waving the cash. Kim lads, 45 in your neck of the. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes,
45
yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty warm.
That's pretty well. That's unbearable. That is. Tone Dragon says, afternoon, gents. Paul, what's your favourite style of overdrive to fatten up the bridge pickup in a telly? I have 3 favourite overdrives that I always swap between. Shall I go and get?
Mm-hmm.
I can't show you one of them because it's on my board at the moment.
Haha.
I do it all the time. Let's have a look. So I've got, that's one of my favourites, which is the Strymon Riverside. Lee got me onto that.
Nice.
Because Lee bought one and I tried it out and I went, oh, I really like that. Actually, digital pedal, I think, but it sounds brilliant. That is probably my favourite overdrive pedal of all time, which is the Earthquake Devices Palisades. Absolutely amazing pedal. They don't make it anymore. So if you can pick one of them up, that's awesome. And it's really useful because you've got a normal and a bright switch. So if you've got like a Strat or a Telly, whatever, switch it over to the normal. If you've got a Les Paul, switch it over to the bright. Works really, really well.
Nice.
It's buffer on it, so you can switch the buffer on and off there, and the buffer makes a hell of a difference to the tone. And you've got all of these different voices and bandwidth. So it's based on a tube screamer. It sounds nothing like a screamer.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, by moving this voice switch on 3, you can make it sound like anything. It's such an amazing pedal. And the other pedal that I really like, which I've got on board at the moment, is Duelist, which is another dual pedal.
Nice.
So any one of them, you'll have a lovely time.
Cool.
Howdy, folks. Jive. Oh, Jive. Hi, K Michael P.
I guess I'm guessing Jive.
Talking Jive, or is it like?
Right.
Drill Hippie. Hey guys, just put a set of Monty's DP51 Danish Peak pickups in my telly. Astonishingly good. Nice. My telly is now the best telly I've ever played. Very happy. Oh, nice. Never tried. Yeah, if I had a telly that I'd want to change the pickups on, that'd be an interesting choice. Jive, how's your mama then?
How's your mama then?
How's your
mother doing, basically?
She's all right, I think. I spoke to her earlier. Cheers, yeah. Having the bathroom done at the moment. Charvel Sandemus, of course it is. Of course it is. Nice. George Bunker, he says, really enjoy your channel, guys. Cheers, George.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, coming along. Vincent Baldwin, he says, hi, Rats. I'm looking at, we've got a load of new names today.
It's cool.
Hi, Rats. I'm looking to replace some noisy Strat pickups. Well done, mate. There's something that works for blues and rock. Any suggestions? Anything
other than noiseless.
So in a Strat, yeah. So Stuart from Sunbear, go and check out the Sunbear pickups. He does some really good. He does a 5960. Speak to Stuart from Sunbear, Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Just say what are the pickups that you sent Paul from the Studio Rats, and he'll let you know, because they're a special set that I don't know if he sells on his website.
Right.
But they're really good. Other than that, if you're looking to get something that's a bit more easy to find, Fender Custom Shop. I love Fender Custom Shop pickups. They do is it a 65 set? Let me have a quick look.
What's the company I put in my Epiphone? Sheraton. Iron Gear. Their pickups are great for not that much dough.
Yeah. I don't know their single coils, though, mate. So I wouldn't. I can't advertise something. The Fender Pure 65 Strat set.
Nice.
Vintage. I really like them.
Cool.
There's a set of on eBay for 900 quid.
Ouch.
Yeah. Oh. DMAC, cool, thanks. I'll check out the Blues Breaker. Cheers, DMAC. Nectarius says, where do you stand regarding effects loops? Joe Morgan doesn't believe in them because he believes they ruin the sound of the amp itself, and the Edge plays with tons of effects, but he doesn't use one. Pretty much, an effects loop changes the sound of the amp, and you can really tell that, especially with amps like Joe Morgan's amp. So a lot of amp manufacturers now, they drive really hard into the power amp stage, which is, if you've got something like, I mean, you can think of like the most expensive amps out there, something like Two Rocks, matchless, crap effects loops, absolute crap. So what you have to do, you have to buy one of these or something like this, which is a clinulator, which what that does is you can turn down the amount of gain that's coming from the preamp, run your pedal so it's not distorting all your pedals, and then bring it back up with the recovery.
Mm-hmm. What you need to get around that is a $400,000 custom-made Dumble amp for Eric Johnson.
No effects loop in that Dumble.
I know, but who cares? There
might be an effects loop. There might be.
I thought there was an effects loop in the preamp.
Yeah, but they're crap. Dumble effects loops are crap. That's why you used to buy something called a Dumbulator,
mm-hmm.
which is basically what the clinulator does. It's the same thing. The Dumbulator was valve. Friedman make really good effects. So the effects loops that are in Friedman work really, really well, but it's a very different amp to like a Morgan amp or a Matchless or a blah blah blah. They do definitely ruin the sound if you use the effects loop. If you don't use the effects loop, I think a lot of effects loops actually they're bypassed until imagine like it's a, you put the jack
goes in. Yes, it's a
whatever it's called, relay.
Well, no, I was going to say it's a oh god,
it's good radio.
Normalized. It's normalized.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, it's like that. Yeah. Jonathan says, he said, thank you. Hope you enjoy it. This is Jonathan's book. It's called Bagman. Go and check it out on Kindle, Amazon.
Yes.
Travis Knowles has finally got a 2016 traditional Gibson Les Paul with easily a double A, if not triple A top. Nice. Just got to change out the knobs to top hats and a wiring kit from RS Guitar Works. It's going to be amazing. Oh, nice one, mate.
Lovely.
Very nice. Tony says, I have the air step play and the charging port is single pin 5 to 9 volt, if that helps with the answers. Cheers, Tony. That's perfect. So it's between 5 to 9 volts, and I guess 9 volts is going to charge it quicker, 5 volts can charge it slower.
Yes, that should be the case.
Kim lads, Tony, mine is both 9-volt and the USB option.
Yeah.
There we go. Any options on KT 66 power tubes? Says Nick Torres. I'm thinking of buying an amp equipped with those as a clean to edge of breakup pedal platform, but I don't know how they compare to EL84s, EL34, 606s. I've had KT 66s in my divided by 13 RSA 23. And yeah, they're good. Honestly, I think the amount of difference between all the different power tubes is tiny. It's such a tiny little thing.
Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. I mean, honestly, there's what amp did I have that you could change the power tubes in, where you could switch between them, and it was very little difference. Possibly a bit more bottom end, that sort of stuff. The preamp definitely makes all the difference. Diggs BTW7. Hey, what's up, G? What's up,
Diggs
G?
is coming to us via Twitch, so.
There we go. There we go.
Who knows?
Pet says, if an amp has its sweet spot, then why would you ever need to turn it up full? It would be great if an amp only went to its sweet spot when fully dimed. Well, yeah, that's true. But a sweet spot is, I mean, so like on my match list is about sort of what's that, 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock. Anything past then for me is it just
oversaturated over.
Yeah. Still sounds great, but yeah, but then even so, that sweet spot, I think it's how hard you're driving those valves. So it's still going to be, most of that sweet.
As we did with the Marshalls, when we cranked them up to 100%, it didn't get much louder. The sound just got more out of control and just more bleh. They were all cooking between, as in a really good space, between about 9 o'clock and 11:30 on the master volume dial. Anything on that, it just got over the top.
Yeah. It just ends up getting more farty with the Marshall, doesn't it? Aaron's in the house. Hi, Aaron. He said it creates acoustic IRs for your instrument. I've covered it on my channel quite a bit. There you go. Go and check out Aaron's channel. Aaron's awesome channel, and we can go and check that out. Nice one, Aaron. Caesar's Revenge. I was asking about the interstellar pedals mainly because a good number of big names seem to be picking them up. Santana, Fortis, Herring. Who's Herring?
Fortis Herring.
Oh, it's Fortis. Sorry. Yeah. I thought it was Fortis, like Richard Fortis. So who's Fortis Herring?
No idea.
Oh, I love that. Do you know what? I mean, this is. I know I'm going to get shot down in flames now, and I know I'm going.
Here we go. Ready? Ready?
We're about to lose a load of subscribers.
Paul doesn't like Santana. Paul doesn't like Santana.
I hate Santana's guitar sound. I hate it. And I'm just watching the viewers. It's steady at 70 at the moment.
Yep. We like that.
It's all right. People don't mind my. Oh, it's gone. There we go. The Elmwood. Yes, sir. PJD, Carey Limited. I'm a teleplayer, but love it. They're hard to find here in the States. Yes, I guess they are. I've got a feeling something happened with PJD. Where they went bust. I think that was the company that was making the Chapman guitars in the UK.
Yes, I think
I could be wrong there. And by the way, we've got Chapman. There's a UK Chapman coming on Monday.
Ooh.
To have a look at, which I'm quite excited about because I think it looks awesome.
I'm keeping the Chapman. There's some other guitars that I'm going to sell at the moment that are going to be going that I haven't touched for a while, but that Chapman is staying because I used it on a video for Antelope and it was a real chug type thing, and I was like, this is great for this. Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, that guitar sounds great for that. Pete Den Cat says, I gigged for the longest time with an old Marshall PA head. Oh, nice. From the 60s. Yeah, so did loads of that. That was big. I think Eric Johnson plays with the Marshall PA head. Anyway, a couple of 15.
I've certainly seen Tim Pierce use one on his channel.
Has he?
Yeah.
15-inch speakers and a Boss ME5. Oh, that was my first effects unit. I never had any bother, and the response was amazing. Well, the ME5 was actually analog.
Yes.
Apart from obviously the reverb, which wasn't, but the drive pedals and the EQ, I'm sure a lot of the ME5 was basically a bunch of Boss analog pedals in a really clever unit.
Mm.
The ME5 I should get an ME5 again.
Mm-hmm.
Really
right,
good.
we're an hour in. We should probably do the news.
There's not a lot. Should we do funny news first or non-funny news?
Do funny first.
Funny first. Okay. Go on then.
Boom.
Is there no comment? Have you gone?
No, I'm here. I just wished I wasn't.
So, are Metallica turning into the next
Joe Bonamassa?
Like, what is going on?
I want a Joe Bonamassa watering can. I've decided.
I mean, like Metallica are like an iconic band who don't need to sell out, right? And when they did that, didn't they do like a masterclass or something recently?
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Yeah. So they've done. I mean, Metallica. Why? And what they're releasing ice cream now? That's so bad. And mind you,
what flavour would it be?
Only 150 calories, though, mate.
What flavour would it be?
It's just what is going on. Oh, mate, it's embarrassing.
I'm trying to think of what comedy flavour it would be.
Is this? Are you trying to think of some sort of Metallica song?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some kind of Metallica.
Well, I can tell you, there's not one in the pack. There's 4. How's that?
Okay.
What, 1?
Yeah.
Okay. And like 4 in a pack, $7. What? Come on.
That's actually quite cheap for ice cream these days.
Oh, mate, honestly, that pisses me off. Poor old Mr. Anderson. I felt sorry for him, to be honest.
He was somewhat backed into a corner.
I think everyone knows that Lee Anderson was part of Victory Amps, and I don't know why KDH has to call people. Honestly, I don't think he was doing any harm, to be honest. It wasn't as though it's just no harm's done, as far as I'm concerned. And I think KDH should just stop. And just, he's a really bright guy, and his videos are really good. I just think his videos could be better if it wasn't just trying to find ways of, calling people out.
The problem is, I mean, I would say, and this is not a dig at KDH. I really like his videos. I bet what he finds is if he does a happy joy video about stuff, and he's done it on his channel where he's done other things, I bet they don't do as well as his deep dive investigative there's an issue videos.
So he's always got to do dick videos to keep his. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. It annoys me.
To be fair, I think Lee handled it very well.
Yep, very well.
I think he did exactly what he had to do, and he was completely transparent and came out and pretty much said, "You got me."
Yeah, I thought everyone knew.
But what could he do? He couldn't do anything else. If he wants to maintain his brand of integrity, he had no choice. He's not going to come out and say, "No, I'm not," because everyone knows he is.
I just don't think he's not doing any harm. There's plenty
it didn't. It's almost like it didn't need to be said.
No, I don't think it needs to be said. People love drama. People just love drama. It's just like,
yeah. Can we put the drama away now?
Yeah. So this came out, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Can you still see me? Because I can't see.
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you.
Yeah, little iRig HDX.
Nice. Nothing to do with PCI cards for your recording platform.
No. Yeah, good little unit. So you can use all of your Tonex patches that you create or download or buy. You can use them on. Can
you buy Tonex patches?
Believe it or not,
Lee doesn't think you should be able to, but
Very true. Yeah, very, very true. So yes, there's that. You know, like last week I was talking about the Waylon Jennings. I think we looked at his phaser pedal, and I said, "Oh, he's got an amp. He's got a guitar out there as well." Well, there it is. I mean, I wouldn't buy one. I think it's horrible.
I'm
looking.
not sure.
No, but that was a guitar that Waylon Jennings. So that was it. But 25k. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And lastly, Murphy Lab Acoustics. Look at them. They look great, don't they?
The big one on the left, which is I don't know what it is, but that looks amazing.
That one?
Yeah.
Is that J200?
I don't know. There are so many Gibson acoustic guitar styles and sizes and stuff.
I'd have the J45 all day long because I think that just looks. Where is it? Let's have a look. I like that one. Where is it? This one here.
20 grand?
No, I honestly don't know. I don't think there'll be 20 grand. 8 grand.
8.
7.5 to 8 grand. It's a lot of money.
It is, but man, that's a nice instrument.
Yeah. Oh man, that is lovely, isn't it? Yeah, I like that a lot.
Beautiful.
And that's me done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So we did say at some point we were talking about what we've been selling recently. So what we sold, yeah.
Before we do that, I think we've got a thank you.
Yes, we have. Boom. Oh, Mr. Lindsay.
Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. He says tokens for the Rats Beer Fund. Charles. Cheers.
Hey,
I think might be coming over next week. So
cool.
yeah, so maybe we'll have some beers.
Sweet. So what have you been buying and selling and stuff? Or selling mainly?
Selling some studio stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selling. I tell you what, I've got a couple of things to sell. I've got my amp switcher for sale because I don't really use it anymore. I've got like a high-end amp switcher, and I mean, I guess it's quite a niche thing. Maybe people don't. I'm quite struggling to get a lot of interest on that, and I've got it for quite a good price. So that's that. I'm not selling any guitars or anything. So go on about yourself.
So I've sold 5 amps.
Ooh.
This week or this last couple of weeks. So the little Harlequin's gone. The Cornford Harlequin's gone.
Yeah.
The Roland has gone. The Plexi 7's gone. The what else has got? There's got to be some others. I've definitely sold some other amps. Bits and pieces are slowly going out, so I'm getting some space back as well, which is always handy. No interest in the Buddha, strangely, at all.
Really?
Nothing at all. Not even a sniff.
Wow. I'm really surprised about that.
And I'm selling it for 450 quid. It's not like it's,
No, that's good. That's a good price, that.
Yeah, so no, not a sniff on that. I'm keeping the Basement. I've decided I'm keeping the Vox, keeping the Laney, obviously the other stuff. Guitar-wise, I think the PRS has to go.
Yeah, I mean, you're like a broken record, you are.
I just want someone to make an offer on it. I don't want to have all the hassle of faffing. I just want someone to say, I really like it. That SAS is beautiful. I'll buy it. Here's a decent amount of money.
I think it is a bolt-on, isn't it? That one?
Yes, yeah. Bolton.
I think you get a good price for that. I think you'll definitely. Oh yeah, didn't the guy you sold it off you just made you sweep it off of like 400 quid or something?
What it's like 600 quid. I was like, no.
What an idiot. That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. No, you'll make a profit on that.
Yes. So
good guitar, that.
Let's get back into. Yeah. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Let's get back into these questions and stuff, and we'll see how we get on. Here we go. Boom. Go.
Jeff says, my turquoise Pete Thorne was ordered in October last year. I'm hoping that will be here before Christmas. Wow. I play that.
It's all right. You could have ordered an ESP, but that's another KDH video.
Are they that hard to get hold of?
They are, yeah.
Maybe I should sell my one and then just go and get one of those EMG sirs.
Mm.
Mick Lawrence, evening gents. Could you please give us a brief description of IRs to us novices? Just get into digital amps, please. Love the vids. Keep coming. Well, IRs is a capture impulse response of a capture of your speaker. So the way that speaker sounds at one time, so it captures the tonal sound of that speaker.
It's usually done with a weird blend of clicks, pops, and wails and whistles, not musical. And it's you can buy IR packs that work in pedals and hardware and software, and you basically upload them or install them, and it becomes first time I ever used IRs was on reverbs.
Yeah,
where you could have the impulse response of a famous building loaded into a reverb, and there you go. You've got the same reverb as the Taj Mahal, or wherever you like.
Yeah. I mean, you can think of it as having lots of different speaker cabinets. So think of it having a Marshall 4x12 and then a Fender little 10-inch speaker, and you can swap out the different speakers. It makes a massive difference to your tones. I wouldn't worry about it too much, to be honest. Most digital stuff comes with decent IRs. There are some that don't, but it's a bit of a minefield, to be honest.
However, some of the best ones are done by Celestion. You'd hope that, because they build the speakers that make the actual noise. I always found it somewhat ironic that Celestion, the company that made the speakers, are also making the IRs, but it kind of makes sense. Own both sides.
I've got some Celestion IRs. I found them quite bright.
Right.
Loads of you can pick up free IRs from. Go and have a look at. I even think someone like Rhett Scholl has done like an IR pack, and if Pete Thorne does IRs, I'd go and see Pete Thorne, because he definitely knows a thing or two about how to mic up an amplifier, and he gets some great points as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Cool.
Next, Jim says, "Do you guys pick up any good deals during the Labor Day sales? Do we get Labor Day sales?"
We don't get Labor Day sales because we're not in the US.
No.
And no, we didn't. Our next big sale type thing will be Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Yeah, and even that's not that we've only just taken that from American. The Surf Standard Legacy, thank you. Really interesting guitar. Paul, is a limited edition though, so you may have to act soon. Do you like them? Do you want one of them? If anyone's got one. Steve Bull, good evening, guys. We'll watch on catch up. Good evening, Steve. Kim says, don't know if you guys know, but the Q in QSC is pack quilt or quilt amplification. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. All I know is I've been using QSC gear for years, and it's never let me down.
Well, there, every day's a school day. Jeff Rock, with his lovely Pete Thorne. Jeff Cook, I was lucky. Guitar had one in stock. I did hesitate, but only for 2 days. Hope yours arrives soon. I would say it's worth the wait. I'm a big Surf fan. Sir guitars are just the next level of perfection. They're just really perfect guitars.
Really nice.
Sirs, I do like Sir guitars. Caesar's Revenge is a bold claim, but I think the Interstellar Optional is the best sounding clone circuit I've played. However, I've never played an actual clone circuit. Just half a dozen, so the big name clones. Yeah, I mean, I was quite impressed when we actually tried out a proper clone Centaur.
It did sound good, didn't it?
Simon's, wasn't it? Really nice sounding thing. Chemical P. Mike Farner still active from GFR. Funk Railroad.
And Funk Railroad, yes.
Nice, there we go. Michael Vondenhoff. Evening, guys. Evening, Michael. Jet Phaser and RE20 Space Echo with Expression. Pedder is Hendrix with Hawkwind jamming. There we go. Nice. Jeff Rock, Hawkwind are the ultimate Triggers broom band. They are, aren't they? I said, yeah.
Triggers broom. I love that phrase.
I love Triggers broom. Jeff Rock. I'm not a Sir fan yet. I've never laid my hands on one. First time I play one will either be the Peakthorn or the Custom Shop SSS that I ordered at the same time. Nice. Then I'll be a fan. Michael Vonhoff, Seeing Hawkwood Live, pretty spacey, yes. Soapforge, I would really like to try building my own amp someday. Do you guys have any experience with any kits or have any recommendations? Tube amps, of course. I wouldn't go anywhere near it.
I've built pedals, I've built hardware, but never valve amps. It scares the living voltage out of me.
Without a doubt. Without that scares the crap out of me. I wouldn't go anywhere near that.
No. I'll talk to Dennis about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, make sure you got a will before you start dealing with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Popper's in the house. It's because he doesn't know how to do it, lol. What's Brett talking about? He must be talking about me playing the guitar.
Probably.
There we go. Richard said, seeing you guys talk about dry pedals, do you make a Tonex version of them on their own? Seeing you guys
no, because the whole point of our Tonex packs is that we've done the tone.
Yeah.
Be it pedal or pedal or head cabinet. It's an end-to-end solution. We haven't done the whole. Well, here's the pedal. Here's the amp with no cab. Nah, it's too messy. Get a good tone. There you go. You can have that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a no. I don't think it's a no. The only thing I think about pedals is that it really depends on what amp you're putting them into.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I mean, I would say if I was plugged into into a little Fender amp, the settings on the pedal would be so
very different. Yeah.
If I was plugged into a cranked or a Marshall on the Virtue Breaker, it's so different. So that's why I don't really think that Tonex works, even though it does work as a pedal capture device. I don't think that's what it's.
It's not its strong suit, is it?
No, but that's not saying we won't ever do a pedal capture pack. But I think people listen to it and just go, that doesn't work in my amp.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, when I've done pedals into heads, into cab,
yeah,
I very much tweak the pedals as I'm going along to get the right sound for that amp.
Yeah. Oh, let me just. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I was going to go back to Brett, but anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, that's pretty much it.
Yes, you got fleeting mind. Go and check out Brett's awesome video with RJ Ronquillo. That I don't know if it just got released. I watched it today. Actually, it's really good. It's all about the blues stuff. It's really good.
Cool.
Jeff Cook, you will be a fan. The customer service is awesome. I have a Hombre amp. I had a Tubo. The customer service is awesome. Yes, there we go. They do make good stuff. RSA's arcade. KT88s. There we go. Brett knows all about divided by 13 amps. So it's KT88, not a KT66 I had. And nice and creamy for overdrive and clean. There we go.
Nice.
Steve Cassidy guitar. Santino Surfers. Some recommended listing for Yaz. The guitarist, Jonas Cragg, has become one of my new favourite tone touch tastes. Nice.
Very nice.
Haven't heard of them. Hit the like, please. Oh, thanks, Tony. Yes. Yeah, give us a like, guys. It really does help. I'm sorry what I said about Santana. Jeff Cook, you will be. Custom Shop is brilliant. I have a Hombre amp, a Power Tube Blue. I emailed them for replacing and biasing. They took it back, did a new circuit and tube change for free. UK to US return shipping. Wow. That's really good service.
We haven't done that one, have we?
Cheers, Travis. Thank you, mate. He said, by the way, I've got that 2016 Les Paul for $1,500. Nice, mate.
Nice work.
Well done, mate. Heck of a deal, says Tony. Enjoy. Fender 1960 CS metallic learning from Kiss. As far as marketing, that's very true. Actually, that's very true. Don't you see Kiss? I don't see Kiss as.
Kiss are doing it very tongue in cheek, though, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, Kiss are a novelty. I mean, if, some people. We're going to lose more subscribers now. Kiss are a novelty band as far as I'm concerned. It's it's all about that gimmick. Metallica, whether whatever you think about Metallica are an iconic band. I'm sure Kiss are an iconic band.
They're probably the biggest. They're probably the biggest metal band in the world.
Yeah. They were. Yeah. And why do they need to start doing masterclasses?
Because somebody in their marketing department thought it'd be a good idea.
But they don't need if as a band, as a band, if I was them and I had the amount of money that they've got, I would just go, nah. Metallica is a cool brand. Why are we cheapening the brand?
Like this.
Metallica ice cream, cool. There we go. Jeff likes it.
Yeah. Boom.
Mr. Barron. Thanks, mate. He said, late to the party, greetings, champs, and to you, Thomas.
Go. There we go.
Martin Collier. He says, so you're so right about Santana Wolf. We're gonna start a war here now. Ned Ludd. I didn't know I bought a Victory amp due to the promotion of it on YouTube vids. Oh, well, that's interesting. But it's great. You're not buying
a good amp.
Yeah, you're not buying a piece of
bag of spanners, and he's saying they're marvelous, and he owns the company. That's different. But he's saying they're marvelous, and they're really good amps.
They are really good amps. Yeah, it's very different if someone. You're right. It's exactly what James said. It's very different if someone's selling you a pile of crap and telling you it's good, and people are buying it. No YouTuber should do that. Like there's so many. I say this every week. I get sent stuff all the time that I just go, I can't review that. I can't review that because I don't like it, and I don't want to say give my opinion because you want to send me something and I don't like it, and I don't want to ruin your
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
Yeah. Jeff Rock says, "Ye businessman promotes his product." Well, I'm shocked. There we go.
Exactly.
Musical Dreamweaver. I felt misled by Lee not being transparent. KDH did the right thing. Ownership should be disclosed, and Lee was a bit fishy in the beginning. But they are. Some people disagree with this. Yep. It's all good.
But we knew. That's why it's to us. It's not a big deal because we knew. I didn't
think it was a secret. I didn't think it was.
No, I didn't think it was either. But if you didn't know, I get both sides of the argument. I didn't think it was a big deal because I knew. If I didn't know, would I have gone, oh, naughty Lee? I didn't.
I'm going to have a look on Anderton's channel. See what happened. I reckon Anderton's, have a quick look. Well, they don't seem to be losing subscribers.
No.
So
because they're one of the biggest YouTube channels, and KDH, quite frankly, isn't.
No, again, just try and do some positive videos. He's a really intelligent guy.
Great player.
Is it? You keep saying this. I've never heard
a good player.
Well, there we go. Yeah, do some more. Yeah, do some more playing videos then. Pet says Steve Wonder's vocal timbre or Bob Marley. Good. Despite his lack of range and vocal gymnastics, it's Bob for me. It's Bob for me all the time. Like them both, though. Stevie Wonder. Sorry,
Pat.
Both great.
But both. I'm not I'm not a huge Bob Marley fan, so I'm not probably the right person to ask.
Bob Marley's awesome. Ned says, "I wish I'd known." KDH did the right thing. There we go. So people do disagree with this.
Yep.
Oh wow. Lost faith in Lee and the bunch. Well, that's interesting. Seems a lot of people.
Wow.
Wow, look, a lot of people are saying.
So in another world,
yeah.
So one of the other YouTube channels that I really like is LTT, Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah.
Right. Now, they have had a huge problem recently.
Right.
Where some of their reviews and some of the statistics and the numbers and the data in their reviews wasn't accurate. Now they basically had
a mistake.
A mistake through it was a culmination of about 3 or 4 things that all went wrong for them in very quick succession to the point where they went, whoa, we've got to stop everything. They had no product, and it's not like He's a one-man band. There's 200 people work for that company. They're a big channel. And they went, sure, I understand. No, I am. And they went no output for a week so they could reassess processes and get things in place. And they're a big company who are obviously going, hang on a second, boys. If we start upsetting sponsors, and let's face it, their stuff is all done through sponsorship, and it's not cheap to have a spot on LTT because of their reach. They have a massive reach.
Massive reach.
They had a real kind of in-house, almost a crisis, an in-house crisis of confidence, and handled it really, really well. I think Lee has handled it really well for Andertons, and it's a bump in the road.
Yeah, I think it's bump in the road. I don't think it's gonna. But that's it. I don't know. Let's move on.
Half of me doesn't care, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
If it had been a big secret, if it had been.
But he owns a shop. He owns a shop. Every video.
That's the thing. Every video they do is about selling.
Yeah. So and that's what they do. And fair play to him. It doesn't. To me, it's everything that he's gonna. Apart from the blindfold videos, are going to be biased in a certain way because
I'm not going to stop watching Mitch Gallagher videos because I know he's working for Sweetwater, who are a shop. I like Mitch's videos. I love his delivery. I love his sport coats.
I like his pointing ways.
Anywho,
move on. Funky says, "Evening, all. Sorry, I missed the first half. Good catch of it. Some of it live. Cheers, Funky. Good to have you on." Caesar's Revenge just scored at Palace.
Oh, well done.
$150 of reverb after hearing your praise for it. Thanks for the tip. Honestly, mate, that is such a great pedal. David Bro says Metallica ceased to be cool in 1994.
You're probably right.
You're probably right, but
straight after the Black Album.
It's still a cool band. I mean, is it a cool band?
I don't think they're cool anymore.
Don't you?
No, I think they're almost a parody of themselves now.
That's a shame. But is that because of doing stuff like that masterclass and producing ice cream? We need Metallica flip flops. That's what we need.
Do you know the only time I watch Metallica stuff and I go, "You're bringing it back. You're pulling it back. You're pulling it back," is when they go on Howard Stern, and I think that's ace.
Yeah, that is good. It's good. I even like Lars Ulrich on Howard Stern, which is a struggle. Bogeyman sounds awful. No tone, no articulation. Santana. I've got to agree. I don't like Santana's tone. I just don't like it.
No, but I love the music.
Do you?
The Supernatural album was amazing. I know that was because of all the other people involved, but I love that album.
I don't get it. Johnny Love, I was watching a 200-watt custom high watt a few months back on eBay. It kept getting reduced until I couldn't refuse it. Amazing amp, biggest transformers I've ever seen. Bugger to lift. 200 watts. Jeez. Johnny says, I'm a bit like James now, though, keeping off Vivo and Reverb a bit. I keep seeing too many tempting bargains with used gear. I think there's a lot of that about. Funky Bass. I got a new mini amp recently. 5-watt Magnetone. Nice. Starlight with 8 speaker. It's actually fantastic. Does Fender Tweed and black panel in one little amp. Nice.
Very nice.
Hollywood says, late getting online tonight, dropping in to say hi. Hi, Hollywood. I hope everyone is well, back in routine after the summer holes.
I can nearly feel my face again. Oh, it's all starting to come back.
Al says, regarding PJD, they're still going very strong. Made down the road from me here in Beverley. Where's Beverley?
Near York. Just north. Near Hull, between Hull and York.
Oh, it was
lovely part, beautiful part of the world.
It was a sister company of PJD UK Guitar Builders, which ceased trading. They built for other companies. Ah, there we go.
Beautiful part of the world, Beverley, or nice. Beverley, as we used to call it. That's a long story.
Johnny Love, Dave, and Noddy use those 200 watts high watts. Noddy
Holder.
Dave Hill, Noddy, it must be. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Those 200 watts turned up full, no pedals, maybe a treble booster. Don must be totally deaf now. There we go.
I was always amazed when Dave Hill spent half his time building really good, cool, high-end studio kit, and the other half his time playing for
wearing leather shorts. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, you and me, I think, are probably the only ones that are going to get that.
I know.
It's very niche to recording studio stuff.
Sorry.
Keith Extall. Hi, Keith. He said, joining very late today. All doing well. Yes, thanks, mate. We'll catch you on the replay. Good to have you along, mate. Keith's got some lovely guitars.
Keith, when are we getting on this album again? Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there.
You say it every time.
I know, because I really like the high playing his music.
Yeah. Bertrand Dugas, can you tell the difference between an analog versus a recent multi-effect pedal? Also, keep a straight face when someone tell you they can.
I can, but only for one reason.
Go on.
Noise floor.
That's interesting. Can you tell the difference between an analog versus a recent multi-effects pedal? Oh, it's really difficult. I mean, there are some analog effects that sound crap, and there are some digital effects that sound crap, and there's some digital effects that sound great, and analog effects. No, I think nowadays, well, we've done it, haven't we? But you know, like if you get like a great modeler, something like an Axefx, and you put it and you say and you dial up a, I don't know, plexi sound or whatever like that, and you've got a real plexi. I think it's so hard to tell the difference.
So interestingly, today I've been doing videos for a well-known hardware and software brand, and I wanted to do a thing on mixing piano and tweaking the tone of a piano using plugins. Now, I don't have a real piano yet. That's still on the cards. So I was using a well-known brand.
So it is.
What?
Just say what the well-known brand is. Don't
the Ravel piano from UA.
Okay, yeah.
And it did not like being processed.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because as soon as I started putting EQ and dynamics on it, it really didn't like it. Whereas I went back to normal Mini Grand, the Pro Tools one.
Wow.
And it was fine.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's like, so sometimes the thing that can tell you the difference between an analog and a digital thing is what happens next. This is where I'm going with the story. Is if you start processing a digital thing afterwards, that's when you find out if it's analog or digital or not. The digital thing sometimes breaks up and goes nasty. The analog thing generally doesn't.
Yeah, generally. Fair enough. Michael says Metallica should sell fridges like Marshall as a core business. You're not far off, mate. You're not far off.
Don't talk to me about fridges and freezers. I've been having a Barney with insurance companies. She didn't get it when I said I have a tractor in my kitchen. Trent, I thought we were talking about a fridge freezer. I said, anyway, it sounds like a tractor. That's why. Why
are you claiming for a fridge freezer in your insurance?
Because we've got insurance for the fridge freezer.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, I've got 3 fridge freezers if you want one at the moment. I've got 3 in the house.
I'm good.
Okay. Johnny Love, Jeff Rock, definitely. It was one of those. Didn't need a 200-watt amp, but it was a steel, so we'll never lose on it.
Lose on it, yeah.
Nice. Funky Bass. In the UK, you can buy JVC branded TVs, which are actually OEM own brand manufactured. Oh. But were they just licensed the brand name? That bothers me. Not Victory amps being partly owned by the Anderton. Here we go. Yeah,
there are several, but that does happen in pro audio as well. There are lots of companies out there who, let's face it, they're mainly based in China, who build a thing and then will put any company's badge on it, and then they can get on to the marketing themselves. There's whole catalogs for microphones and microphone parts.
Yeah,
it's really scary.
George Bunker, what are your thoughts on the Roland Street Cube EX? I've never played one actually.
If it's anything like the previous cubes, they're brilliant.
Oh, hold on. No, the Street Cube. No, I don't know what that is.
The battery-powered cube.
Yeah.
Muskers amp, they're brilliant.
Nice. There we go.
If it's as good as the old ones, it would. And Roland don't tend to do worse.
No. Randy Upchurch. I get no true sincerity from any Anderson's review.
They're a shop.
I think it's a shop, but it's treat it as you enjoy the characters. I think you like the way they play, or you think they're funny, or just everyone needs to make up their own mind. If someone says, if I hear some guitar reviewer saying he really loves something, that doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and buy it. I'm listening to the sound that he's playing. I make my own mind up. You don't get anyone.
Although, ironically, who was it? Just said they'd scored a pedal because you said you liked it.
Oh, you can trust me. I paid for that. Earthquake Devices hate us. I paid for that, and I think
they really don't like us, do they?
They don't like us at all. I love that pedal. I think it's one of the best overdrive pedals ever. So there you go. So with a company that actually don't like us, and I'm saying that is one of my favorite overdrive pedals. You can't get more sincere than that.
Yes. Let's not say why they hate us.
Thomas, I have no problem with Andertons. Of course, they have stocks in other businesses and are pretty transparent about that. It's not the same story as KDH versus Chapman. Yeah. I mean, but Lee Anderson is not just the sole owner of. There's loads of them. It's a conglomerate or whatever you call it. Yeah. It's just loads of people all involved. Yeah. Pet says Some Kind of Monster is a great watch. That is a good watch. Yeah, I do agree. That is a great watch. But again, that's another thing that took me down the destroying the myth, destroying the what do you call it? Well, like used to see bands and they were almost like, when you first started,
like gods, you worshipped them. Yeah,
you worshipped them, and there was like they're untouchable, and doing Some Kind of Monster sort of made me go, oh, I'm not sure bands should do that. It's a really good watch.
What is it? Some Kind of Monster? Well, who's that about?
It's basically it's a Metallica documentary about, and James Hetfield goes through his alcoholism and
right. Okay, Some Kind of Monster. Okay, I might have to watch that.
It's quite interesting.
See, I'm a Metallica fan of old. I loved Metallica as a kid because I played guitar and played drums, and I loved Metallica, and I thought one was amazing. I thought, how the hell could he ever do that on kick drums? Turns out you can't.
What did he do?
With double kick drums, theoretically.
Wasn't it double kick drums? What was it?
It was faked to the studio. He can't do it. I don't know. I know people who can do it, but Lars Ulrich can't do it.
Can't do it in time anyway.
It's like he's forgotten how to play drums, I think, as well.
Yeah, no, he's not my favorite drummer, but he's not a great band.
Yeah.
Funky Bass. One cool thing Metallica did was jamming with some of their fans. That was cool. Yeah, the other thing they did, which I thought was really naff, they did at the concert was when Kurt Hammett and the bass player, I've forgotten his name, start doing covers at a gig. It's just like weird. No, you're like a thrash band.
My favorite Metallica one is have you seen Metallica? Have you heard Metallica Jazz, where they took their performance at the Live 8, not Live 8, at the Live Earth concert,
right? And
some very, very clever person has done this amazing jazz arrangement of it's of Enter Sandman. It's so good. It's so good. You just put Metallica Jazz into YouTube. It is hilarious, and you can thank me later.
Oh yeah. What's the ones I used to love? Shreds. I love Shreds.
Yeah.
Do you watch Shreds?
Yes.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Surely Metallica stop being. Oh yes. Bertrand Maltese often had lesser quality ODDS fuzz. The rest is pretty solid, even on the more affordable units. Maltese, there we go. Nick Doris, Paul, would you say that your favorite clean and edgy breakup tone is your matchless, even without a reverb from a pedal? If yes, why? Jamie, yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And for me, I would probably, I'd probably say clean on the edge of break. That bassman sounds absolutely killer.
I know your Vox is your best amp. That Vox you've got is the best amp.
Yeah, I do like the Vox, but I there is something. The first time I switched that basement on after it had been repaired safely, I went, I am loving this.
Right.
It did it gave me the fizzle. I don't really know. The Vox does as well, but it gave me the fizzle.
Oh, that Vox is brilliant. Keith says, soon James just retired. I said, soon James just retired. I'll have more time for music. There you go.
Defo, because I really enjoy playing your stuff, Keith. It's great fun.
Okay. Bertrand says, thanks for answering because I bought the UA Delver after watching your review. Yeah, that's another thing. That's a great. Look, it's on my board. It's on my board. If that can't be an endorsement, I don't know what is.
Yeah, nice. I mean, we do buy. Not, I would probably say these days, and I will be honest and say these days, 90% of the stuff in here I buy.
Yeah.
There was very much a time, when I was active with Production Expert, I didn't buy very much, and gear was arriving all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it had to go back. A lot of it didn't. But, most of the gear that's coming in now, I have to buy. Jen gets very concerned these days when big boxes arrive.
Yeah. Delverb is brilliant. That is such a great pedal. Michael says, analog as digital in the synthesizer world, people brag about analog doesn't step filter, but old synths step like a mofo. There we go.
That is true. I mean, I had a Roland J. What was the one with loads and loads and loads of faders on it? Loads of sliders. The JD800.
JD800, yeah.
I had one of those, and I thought it was going to be the greatest thing in the world. And it wasn't. It was.
That was waiting to go wrong. All of those knobs and faders and stuff. You never see them anymore.
I had one, and it was a disaster.
There you go.
Look great though. Looks really cool.
They do look really good.
My piano guy John has got one, so if I ever need to borrow one, I can borrow his.
Nice. John Love, anyone tried more modern neodymium guitar speakers? One came with a combo amp recently. Seemed great so far. Yeah. Yes.
You've got a Neo Creamback, haven't
you? Somewhere.
You put Neo Creambacks in your Katana.
Yes, I think I did, and then put them back. Yes, for a video. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're good. Neo speakers, good. Funky bass. I'm sad I missed some Santana Ribby. I always enjoy a bit, but still think the best performance of Woodstock was Santana. Mike Shreve on drums stole the show. There we go. K-Sharp 10. The neodymium speakers way less. They sure do.
Yes, indeed. Bergantino do Neos in their bass cabs, and oh my god, they sound amazing.
Yeah,
because the magnetic flux you get from them is still as good as iron.
There we go. Buggerman, same here. Love the Delverb. Watch many YouTube reviews, but the TSR video sold me on it. Best demo on that pedal ability by far. Cheers, mate. Yeah. Wow. So trust me, if there's something crap, I will not review it.
It doesn't get reviewed by us. It's not worth it.
It's not, if I say something's good, it's because I honestly believe it's good. Whether someone else believes it's good is different.
And you and I have disagreed on videos at the same time.
Absolutely. Yes.
Which is totally allowed.
That's because you know nothing.
Fair enough.
Pet Moxie. Cheers both. Cheers, Pet. Paul, do you get bothered by Strat hum in positions 1 and 3 and 5? I somehow never noticed it the previous 30 years. Now I can't unhear it. Never bothers me. Never bothers me at all. Because when you
play, don't matter.
Yeah, because when you stop playing, you never hear it over the playing, and you just wind it back. And I was only joking about saying you know nothing. You know that.
I know.
Good.
I'll get you back eventually.
There you go.
Do another 5 years.
David Brose. Cheers, guys. I called Neil Schon and told him what Paul thinks about Santana. What does Neil Schon? Is that Neil Schon's favorite guitar player?
I don't know.
Neil Schon's great though. Neil Schon's great.
Oblivious.
And I didn't say anything about Santana. I said about Santana's tone. I hate it.
Yeah.
Nick Taris, what do most boutique amplifier brands offer amplifiers in head and cab? Why do most boutique amplifier brands offer amplifiers in head and cab rather than combos?
Probably for it'll be to do with safety of valves.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought it's that. I would say it's a more professional combination, because with a combo, so I just say like in recording studio.
I don't want any more combos, but I mean it. But the reason for not doing head and cab over a combo, A, is you get to sell two things.
Did he just interrupt me? Can I delete him now?
Who?
You. I was just giving my point.
Well,
And
you
then
stop.
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
No.
sorry. You carry on then.
Pause. That was at the most. So yes, in a recording studio situation, you want to have, or I like to have, the head next to me, so you can dial in your tone in the studio. I personally like recording with the monitor speakers. Cabinet is way, way, way away from me, turned up, cranked up, and I just think that's a better option for that. Yes, you can do that with majority of combos, but I think that's probably why. And also, a combo it isn't as versatile. I think if you're a guy that likes heads and you want, someone might want a 2x12, and then someone else might want a 4x12. Someone might want a 1x12. If an amplifier manufacturer decided to offer all that service, it's going to be costing a lot of money. Well, you can get ahead and just go, well, yes, but I want a 1x12 with that, and that person can get 1x12. Blah 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 blah. That's what I think. Could be wrong.
I just think if you don't need the, I think people will sell more head cabs than they will just combos these days.
Yeah, I think Fenders are just traditionally combos, aren't they?
Yeah,
box and stuff.
Yeah.
Thomas, DV Mark Neo speakers are great too and pretty cheap. There we go. Yeah, DV. Yes, nice. Headphones versus 10-inch cab at home. It all depends on how loud you can turn it up. Rub, smoke, and sauce.
Yeah.
Really depends. Yeah, I was quite impressed with that little Fender Champ that I had. I had it. 10-inch speaker sounded great. Bogeyman. Smiley face. Jeff, I've got a Neo speaker, 2005 CC1 AC30. Wow. It's a light speaker and a 1x12, but still weighs about 30k. Wow.
That's because AC30s aren't light.
No, there is not. Hollywood says, I'm late to the Victory discussion, but I had a feeling that they were connected with Chappers. Revere Danish Pete had a signature type amp. Exactly. I mean, even that tells you, doesn't it? But I knew Martin Kidd was a great designer due to Cornford. Exactly. Hollywood, Cornford MS were great.
Amps.
Oh, I see. Yes. Cornford amps are great. Yeah. Were great. Michael Vonderhoff, Woodstock Santana Hendrix CCR, canned heat head. Canned head?
Heat.
Dave Broche, really? Neil Sean played with Santana when he was 14 at Woodstock. Didn't know that.
No, me neither.
Neil Sean was at Woodstock. Wow.
Wow.
Always an amp head guy. As when I was young, used to practice weekly, I would use the Prestige Room. Nice. Johnny Love, Dave Freeman has said a few times on Tone Talk that he just feels that to separate the thumping speaker from the amp circuit is probably better for the circuit. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, you were right about the valves, I guess, valve rattle and stuff.
Yeah.
Cabs, there we go. Unknown Band says Practice Repo, Broken Chain from the UK, and An Ocean Away from Me is ripping out some great tunes, and I bet you never heard of them. Am I right? Broken Chain. Yeah, never heard of them. But I'll check them out. Gibbs, every time I get a combo, I wish I got head and cab. Me too, and every time I get a head and cab, I would go, oh, quite fancy a combo.
The only combo I'm keeping, the only two combos, all right, 3 combos I'm keeping. 3. Not including a Katana, because that's not in the deal. Katana with 2x12 JCM 900.
Yeah.
Because I love that. Unless I can find a combo, unless I can find a head, and I'll sell the combo. The Fender Twin.
Yeah.
Because that Fender Twin sounds amazing. And the JC77.
Nice. There we go. David says, I meant he was a member of Santana at the age of 14. Oh, so he was actually in Santana, was he?
Wow.
Interesting. 14. Wow. Jeff Brock, I thought it was only old guys with money could afford them, and combos are too heavy. There we go. Bertrand, by the way, have you tried the small Vox MV50? Never tried that. I just tried it and I was impressed by the power of this little head has. Is it close to the original AC30 tone? I honestly don't know. Never tried it. Never tried it. But if you like it, it must be good. Oh, by the way, guys, give us a like if you can. If you're liking this, if you get anything out of this, it really does help. Combo is a practice amp most of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Hollywood, I wasn't and still am an amp head guy. I had a 1x12 at home due to space, but used a practice room 4x12s. Then in the studio, used vintage cans they had. I love the studio 4x12s, vintage greenback cab. All nice.
That 4x12 is, I don't know what's in it. I haven't even looked in it. I don't even want to open it up. It sounds amazing.
I don't even want to have a look at the front of it. It's offensive. Gibbs, yeah, I use a Fender and a Marshall combo now on stage instead of a large amp. Nice.
We got there. We're there. The 58 people who are left, I have a favor for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to post a link down in the chat. Please, 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 please. Yes. Can you go and after this, of course, can you please go and subscribe to the new channel? There's some really cool stuff coming. It's not all drums stuff, honest. There's loads of cool stuff happening. As soon as we get a decent number of followers, I can start to do more stuff because then it starts to work out, everything starts to balance out. But please do go and like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff to the new Jivey Talk, TSR Jivey Talks Tech channel. We will see you next week for more of the same. Hopefully my face will be better by then, and some more exciting stuff to come. Yeah, all the normal stuff and more. So from myself and himself, we'll see you next week. But good night for now.
Charles.